Jim, 5,000 inspections. I mean, you've seen it all, my friend.
And you wondered why I was stretching a little bit ago.
You were stretching before you came on.
You get in the crawl spaces with me, and you will understand.
No doubt. I mean, that's, well, you I hope you're stretched out because we are about to go for a jog here, my friend.
There we go.
So, Jim, people are at home or, they're outside more. They're a little bit more in tune. It's light out. You got natural light. Are there things that people should be maybe looking at this time of year as far as the health of their home?
Well, this is a great time of year to go around and kind of get things ready for winter. I know I hate to even think that winter's coming, but rain is on its way before too long. And
don't say that. Shh.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm hoping it's going to last. We're going to have good weather till November anyway. But
at least till September 15th.
One of the things about a home is it's till when?
September 15th.
Oh, what's September 15th?
First Seahawks home game.
Oh, yes.
That's how that's how everything I run by is.
Well, I'm geared through November because I'd like to have
there you go. All right.
warm seats.
I will take November. Sold.
Because I don't want to have to carry my backpack because you can't take it anymore.
There you go.
I'm a little incensed about those plastic bags, but
they're small. They're like the size of like a piece of paper.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't buy them. Can't buy them yet.
Yeah, there's plenty of companies coming out with them, but
I'm sure. So, anyway, when you're walking around your house, we're kind of talking about sensory clues in terms of the house today and different things that happen. So when you're out walking around your house and just kind of checking for some basics in terms of gutters being clean and checking your caulking and stuff, if you've got some peeling paint on the exterior, it can be caused for a couple of different reasons. Definitely think about where that paint is in relation to what rooms are inside of your house. So oftentimes peeling paint is caused by moisture, which can happen from gutters, of course, but oftentimes it's caused being on the backside wall of a bathroom. When we've got moisture problems in a bathroom, it'll really, really start to show eventually on the exterior on the paint. Okay,
outside.
On the outside. And if it goes a little bit too long, obviously we're rotting inside the wall and we'll be rotting the siding from the inside out. And that is definitely something that happens all the time. We find it all the time.
So, just the peeling paint is not necessarily just the paint. I always figure, the paint's peeling. Probably should repaint the house. The reality is there could be water coming in from your shower.
Exactly.
I mean, that...
Okay, or just not ventilating
Sure.
out of the bathroom, just the continual moisture coming in there. Moisture is the big problem for houses, okay? And obviously we have lots of it in the Northwest, but just realize that 80% of the moisture in a home actually comes from our breathing, okay? So exhausting moisture out of the house, opening doors and windows, using your exhaust fans in the bathroom. And I always recommend to people, have timers on your fans in the bathroom so that they run for a good 10 to 15 minutes after you're done with a shower so it'll get out. And probably the most important thing, I am amazed when I do a home inspection, we continually see the houses are absolutely perfectly clean, staged, and then we look up and the bathroom fan is so clogged it cannot
gross,
possibly operate. It is absolutely
nasty.
Disgusting. And so they wonder why the moisture is not getting out. So anyway, good tip.
Clean that bathroom fan tonight.
No question about it.
And everybody knows that theirs looks gross. I can look at everybody's face in this room right now going, yeah, my bathroom fan's nasty.
Yeah, well, you should see some of the pictures I post. Some of the other things that just little things that happen in your house when you're walking around the house and you get flickering lights. Okay, now sometimes it can be as simple as the bulb's getting ready to go out. Sometimes the bulb needs to be tightened. Remember, electricity is kind of something that's always moving, so it can actually loosen up the bulbs over time. If your light bulbs or your lights flicker when the refrigerator comes on, as an example, okay? Well, then we've got pretty much an overloaded circuit and probably need to talk with an electrician about adding another circuit to kind of separate those items, okay? The other thing that can happen, too, is if we have a bunch of lights flickering, is we could actually have some arcing going on inside of the electrical panel. Again, wiring inside of electrical panels and sockets can actually vibrate loose a little bit, okay? So sometimes those things need to be tightened down. So if you're noticing a lot of flickering of lights, definitely not a bad idea to contact an electrician to have them take a look at it.
Now, flickering. Okay, so those are the kind of the two big ones I would imagine. Pretty obvious, right? Are there? I mean, and we have 12. So what are some of the other ones that are big that people can notice? I guess, or through their senses.
Well, this is a good one. This was a long time ago when I had my first house, and I was sitting at my desk, and I was kind of hearing a little bit of a, I don't know, just like a rustling, you know, and it's like, what is going on? And took about 3 or 4 days to kind of, you know what, maybe I should take a glass and kind of listen inside the wall. It sounded like there was something in the wall. And that night when I was just getting ready to do that, all of a sudden a bee stinger is sticking through the drywall. Had a nest of hornets inside the wall, and they were actually eating the drywall, and they were just about ready to
Just about to break through, huh?
Yeah, they were just starting to break through. What was really keeping them from coming through was just the latex paint. They'd already eaten a bunch of the drywall behind. But anyway, you can have termites, you can have birds, you can have all kinds of rodents, different things. When you hear like a scratching noise up in the attic, had raccoons in my attic one time. That was pretty exciting, having babies. Interesting getting those out of there, to say the least. But anyway, be attentive to the different sounds and stuff that go through the house. And you can always take that time, put that ear against the wall or put something up against the ceiling and listen and see what you can figure out.
Jim Estrada is here, owner, president, and lead inspector for Property Inspector LLC. So, Jim, are there any that are really, right now, we're in August, people are still outside. Are there any big ones that that you look at where you really need the daylight and the outside in order to in order to pick up? Is there anything that would be, more specific to that?
No, I don't think so.
No, okay. I guess if you can see it during the day, right?
Around the house.
We're not in Alaska where it's going to be dark for 23 hours. You can always get outside.
Well, obviously, looking at foundations and that kind of thing on the outside, no question about that. But most of the things in terms of the list that I had was items that are inside of the house and things that you're going to basically notice from your senses, from your nose, from your eyes, from your ears. So what do you smell?
Let's get into some smelly ones.
Well, let's talk about smell, okay? We get, let's say you get a rotten egg type smell out of a sink, okay? Can come from a couple of different sources. First way to kind of figure that out is to take a glass of water, take the glass away from the sink. If the water doesn't smell, it's obviously your drain, okay? And that can oftentimes just be as simple as the P-trap not working properly and trapping water to keep the gases from coming back in terms of the sewer gases. If it is your hot water, okay, then the magnesium anode in the hot water tank is gone bad, and that needs to be replaced by a plumber. If it's both your hot and cold water, then you've got a water problem in terms of either too much chlorine, as an example, coming in from the city being filtered, or what I want to say, not deodorizing the water, but
cleaning
the water, whatever, purifying the water. There you go. Okay, and it could also be from minerals coming up if you've got a well and stuff. In those kind of situations, you're really going to need a filter system.
Could also be a rotten egg.
It could also
right?
be
it could be an egg.
Anybody been making egg salad?
Right?
The disposal. Come on.
Forget to rinse that down well enough, and
exactly. Sour milk in your refrigerator. Okay, simple little thing. I've got kids at home. All summer long, the doors open a lot more frequently. Check your temperature. If you're above 40 degrees, you're going to end up with sour milk. Okay, so that's another big one.
Yeah, Jim Estrada joins me. Jim, we just have about a minute left. Any other big one? Any big items that you think that that maybe you could open up a big can of worms?
Well, here's a good one. Coming into winter, okay, if you hear normal kind of creaks and groans, a little pop here and there type of thing in terms of floors, that's normal stuff, okay, in terms of changing of humidity and changing of temperatures, little cracks as you're walking and stuff. But if you hear some major groaning in the wintertime, we're having a snowstorm or a major water storm and stuff, you need to really pay attention to that and possibly get out of the house. You need to check, especially if you got a flat roof, check your drains and stuff while it's pouring down rain and stuff, because you could end up with real easily having a roof collapse.